Our song selections, especially when it comes to auditions, can either make or break us. So we need to make sure that we're choosing our songs wisely, that we're choosing songs that flatter our voices, that fit our voices where they're at right now, technically speaking, so that they highlight the very best things about our voices and don't draw attention to the things that we need to continue working on. And we also have to keep in mind the style of the show or the band that we might be auditioning for. We need to consider what that casting director, for example, is looking for. We need to ensure that we're selecting songs that will help that director envision us in that particular role. So I got some great news this week. One of my students was cast in his very first professional musical production. Super proud of him, super excited for him. And the role that he was cast in is going to be so fun and challenging at the same time. And so we really kind of labored over his audition pieces. He had to sing 2 songs in the style of the musical that were contrasting. Now there wasn't a lot of information, a lot of direction in terms of what contrasting means, but when we're limited to the style of the musical, it's often safe to assume that we want to go with one that's more up-tempo and one that's a little bit more of a ballad. And we want to make sure that we show that we have some versatility, that we can do different things with our voices. Now the same of course is true when we're auditioning for conservatories and musical theater programs at the university level. And I've been working with some students on trying to get them through their auditions so that they can get into the programs of their choosing. So in the case of my student who was just cast in this musical production, we had to really take a look at the theme and the style of the musical. And in this case it's Young Frankenstein, so it has a little bit of a dark, kind of quirky theme. And so we wanted to make sure that the song choices that we made for his audition pieces really kind of reflected that style and that theme of the musical. So his first choice, and it's one that he came up with on his own, was from the Book of Mormon, and it's Turn It Off. And he chose a part of the song that really showed that he can kind of lose it a little bit and get kind of crazy. And then so I suggested doing something from A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. As you can tell from the title of this musical, it also has a dark theme. This guy is a serial murderer. So it really made a good choice, and we picked a ballad from there, Sibella. And it really showed some of his different textures and colors in his voice, and it also showed a different kind of technical control that the other song, the Book of Mormon song, doesn't. And so these 2 audition pieces combined really showed a lot of what he's capable of, and also really helped the director see him in that role, see him playing that role. And he was cast. And I think a lot of it honestly has to do with him being very smart and very deliberate when it comes to the song choices. And so if you have auditions or performances coming up, make sure that you choose your songs wisely. Select songs again that are going to highlight the very best things about your voice and also help the casting director or whomever is listening to you really envision you in that particular role. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope this was encouraging and informative. Please let me know. Leave comments in the comment section below. Click the thumbs up button if it was indeed helpful, and also consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Happy singing.